Welcome everybody to my show. I am your host, Dave Philbrook, a real estate broker here in Vancouver, Washington and Portland, Oregon. And today I am very happy to have Matt Philbrook from Philbrook Law. Matt, how you doing?
Well, we're hanging in there.
Yeah.
You know, surviving, finding some new ways to entertain myself, and we're just keeping the law office rolling.
Good. So for those that are not familiar with Philbrook Law, can you give us just a quick overview of who you are and what you guys all do?
Yeah, sure. So the office was founded 15 years ago now. Just a small law office that I have two other attorneys that work for me, and then a couple of paralegals. And essentially what we're doing is mainly plaintiff's personal injury work, where car accidents, any type of tort claims. So we do a lot of those, and then also represent businesses with some of their needs, landlord-tenant law, things, premises, stuff like that, and then also criminal defense. I have one attorney that focuses primarily on criminal defense, anywhere from DUIs, simple misdemeanors, traffic infractions, up to serious felonies also.
Okay. So with everything that's going on right now, how has COVID-19 affected your business and your ability to work with your clients at this moment?
Sure. I think that where we're feeling it the most is that contact with the clients, and specifically the phones ringing. It seems like along with the stay home or just the social distancing, I think it seems like a lot of people are essentially just putting life on hold right now, and so we're not getting the heavy call volume. The way that our practice works is we work with people over long periods of time, mostly, and so we do have quite a few cases in the pipeline, so to speak, and so I think what we're doing is we're just taking this opportunity to really focus on our current caseload and get those projects done that maybe would be on the back burner if we're having several meetings.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you still with me there? Okay. It just froze up for a second there. You still with me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. I think we set a freeze there. So, well, we all need some great legal advice. And so I'm wondering, what kind of questions are you guys all fielding right now that's related to, the situation that we're all in? I mean, people are stuck at home, but there's a lot of, fear going on with, mortgage payments are due now, rent payments are due, credit card, like all these bills are due. Like what kind of questions are you getting, or what's some of the most common ones that you're getting, I guess, from clients at this time that maybe you could help share with the audience?
Yeah, so with our clients, probably a real priority is getting medical bills paid.
Okay.
And there has been a halt with regard to a lot of the collection practices right now. The courts are closed for most general business, and so even though you may be experiencing late fees and other penalties, like that, there won't be any specific collection actions happening for probably a couple of months, I would say. So, and what we found is that most this is a real group effort, I think, dealing with COVID-19, and then with the government assistance programs too. I think what we'll be seeing is a real slowdown in the collections and things like that. I know that the evictions, there's a moratorium on evictions. A lot of landlords are working with tenants to reduce their their rent and things like that.
Right.
Probably with the hope that there'll be some government assistance
Hmm.
with regard to that, the rent forgiveness and things of that
Right.
nature.
When someone go in that situation, whether you're the landlord or the tenant, or maybe even most people have a mortgage, right, and working with a bank, what what legal advice do you have, or what are things that people should be looking out for? Because a lot of times you say forbearance. Well, what that means is like you're just postponing the inevitable, which means you have to pay that debt back maybe in 90 days. It's a lump sum due, where there's others that might be able to defer onto the back of the note, whenever that note matures in 20, 25, 30 years, wherever it might be. Is there any specific things that are questions that individuals could be asking, whether it's their bank or landlord or whatever, before they make an agreement on such a deferment?
Yeah, I think probably our most important tool right now is our banks, and having good relationships with the banks, because there's a lot of money out there right now, as you know. And
Yeah.
so that would be it. If I have a client call me with questions about that, my first response is, yes, go to your bank, call your
Okay.
bank.
Okay. Get it in writing. How do they want to do it to protect themselves, right? Get the
Yeah, it's obviously you want to stay organized. You want to, like you say, get it in writing, stuff like
Mhm.
that. But once again, though, just looking at it from practical purpose standpoint,
Right.
there's everything has just been shut down as far
Yeah.
as court. It's not like anyone's running to the court to get a judgment
Right.
against anyone. So
Right, right, exactly. Well, and I think you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, like this is not sort of situation that anybody's asked for, right? It's at no one's fault, if you will, in terms of having their business shut down. It's a government mandated thing. It's something we have to do right now to get on top of the virus that's spreading, and so it's going to come down to everybody working together. Tenants working with their
right.
landlord, homeowners working with the banks, and obviously the banks working with the government. So um, looking at the time, try to be respectful of our time here. It looks like we're almost up, but like you have such great advice to give. If people want to find out more, they have just some specific questions to ask. What's the best way that people can reach out to you?
Yeah, so I mean, we have a website, of course. It's philbrook-law.com. But just Google and all that. We are fortunate enough to have our office open. We're taking steps in order to have maybe like one person at a time. And I think the other thing that I wanted to mention before is the idea that we're really taking advantage of the technology that's out there, as
Okay.
far as like Zoom,
Right.
or just all of this technology that was kind of something that we were promised, or like the shiny objects that we were looking at and
Right.
purchasing stuff years ago. It
Yeah.
actually works now, and it's working really well for us. And
I know.
so,
Yeah.
as far as our my office is fully paperless, and it's so easy that way. So I have access to
Good.
my files anywhere.
That's great.
But then like Zoom, I actually had a deposition a couple of weeks ago, just fully over Zoom. Court
Yeah.
reporter at her house, attorney at her house, and I was in the office, so it
Yeah.
worked out pretty well.
Well, it's
So
such a valuable tool. I mean, just like, right, we get a chance to talk here. I mean, it's one thing to talk on the phone and hear the other person's voice, but when you can see each other and see facial expressions, I mean, next best thing to, give one another a hug. I'm a hugger, so, I'd be over there giving you a big
yeah,
hug.
right.
But, it's just nice to be able to see each other and still have that heightened level of engagement with it. So it's great to hear that
Yeah,
everything you're doing is so technically moving forward, which it's really where we're headed, right?
yeah. No, I think that once this is over, we're going to have systems in place and systems set up to where,
Yeah.
we'll be better than we were before, as far as streamlined. And, it's great that all this stuff is so user friendly too.
Right.
So,
Right. Well, Matt, it's been a pleasure. I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today. I want to send you my best to you and your family right now. Stay safe. And if anybody has any questions, definitely reach out to Matt. I'll put the information down on the bottom here. You can take a look at it. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed the interview. If you want to watch or listen to some more great stories from amazing influencers in our community, please be sure to check out my Facebook and YouTube page listed below. Also, if you know of somebody that I should interview, or maybe it's even you, for an upcoming episode, go ahead and reach out to me at dave@sobolikrealestate.com. Thanks, and take care, everybody.